Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Watchmen Season 1, Episode 6. So, last time was a crazy episode. We got a very good look into Looking Glass and got to learn what the trauma was. Kind of like how Blake said that there's always a trauma behind these vigilantes' masks and everything. That's what they're covering up, is their trauma with the mask. And we got to witness Glasses, which was the massive squid attack that happened in this world that everyone thought was just random from another dimension and made him paranoid. He started to, wear this, I can't remember what they called the material, but it's like a aluminum foil kind of like material that's supposed to like fend off the psychic waves. It's not aluminum foil, but I can't remember. I don't think I wrote down the name of it. But either way, in order to try and feel safe after that attack that had killed 3 million people, I believe it was, which is pretty crazy. But by the end of the episode, we had learned, and so did Glass, that it was an orchestrated attack by Veidt, which seems to have, he did like throw like the alarm away, and then went and got it. So it might not have fully cured him, but I think it at least helped Glass get past his trauma a little bit. But the downside is we now have 7th Cavalry members going in and going into his place. So we'll have to see, hopefully this episode, what happens there. Does he survive? Does he make it out? What goes down? And we also found out that senator, who I thought was bad and I thought orchestrated that bombing, is a 7th Cavalry member, which means he probably did. And he did confirm that Judd was one too. So it was a hefty episode, even though the first half felt a little on the slower side for me because of how crazy the second half and how worth it was to learn so much about Glass and everything. Like, don't get me wrong, I liked the first half, but I was like, okay, this is like a nice little episode getting to know Glass. But then by the second half, I was like, holy shit, this is like one of the best episodes. So it's just one of those things. But anyway, enough ranting. I'm excited to see what happens next. We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Oh, strobing. Bring it on. Strobe me, baby. Yeah, that's right. She took all the pills. There was so much that happened last episode. Damn. Yeah, I think we might be getting some of these memories. Nostalgia. Yep. Man, that's a lot of pills to swallow. I get the reference now. It makes sense. Whoa. Just kidding. Oh, that was neat. Minutemen! Whoa, that was cool. Hey! I know that actor. Hmm. Sex stuff. Hmm. We had that. Yeah, we had that one video. Sex stuff. It's that guy's role is to say sex stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if it was him, though. I don't trust him. Oh, you doing it? It's not one of the Vite clones, right? I don't think that's... It looks a little bit like him, but I don't think it is, right? Oh, shit! We're fighting. I thought he was gonna hit him with the chair. He's just, like, scared. I hope Hooded Justice... I hope I'm not supposed to recognize who that is. I have, like, partial... I don't know. It's not anything diagnosed, it's self-diagnosed, but I don't recognize faces very well. Now, I don't want to say I have face blindness or partial face blindness or whatever, but there's sometimes characters that look so similar that I'm just like, I don't know if that's just the same person. But I don't think that is. I think that's... Oh, shit. So that's in the video. So that isn't the actual... That's just an actor, right? That's not the actual Hooded Justice, right? Unless they got the actual Hooded Justice for the video, but... Oh. Interesting. So people, yeah. Ah, okay. Makes sense. Huh. Okay. I don't know, I feel like her grandfather wouldn't give her something that would turn her into a vegetable. I almost feel like it could be propaganda that they're, like, trying to set it up to be so bad, but I don't know. Although, maybe the grandfather didn't think it would be... She'd take all of them, right? Oh, shit. Cool. I like how she, like, was the only one colored, and then the color faded from her as she, like, adjusted and fit into the memory. That was really neat. This is when he was a police officer in New York. Uh, cool. Hmm. There gonna be any kind of racist stuff when it comes to his turn? Wow. Yep. Damn. Be aware of the Cyclops. Hmm. I figured when it was showing like a bunch of the ones beforehand, it was building up to be impactful when it doesn't happen to him. Because if we didn't see a bunch before, we'd be like, oh, maybe he just didn't do everyone. But nope. He just skipped the black guy because he's a piece of shit. Oh. Talking about his dick. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Hmm. Spinning camera shot's interesting. Uh. Jeez. Just having that showing up in the background too, that was cool, but also fucked up. That was the mom in the theater, right? When shit was going down. I didn't know what that was. It was like a transition noise or something. Thought someone just got shot. So what happened? He had a baby with him. Oh. Jeez. Jeez. So casual. Fred. Damn it, Fred. Oh, someone with connections. Yeah, maybe that's about some bullshit. Jeez. Oh, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Shows like to trick you on this shit. This guy is gonna pretend to be good. Don't trust the Cyclops. That symbol he just did. I hope that doesn't mean anything too bad. Or be aware of the Cyclops. Whoa, cool. Wow. Yeah. Likening himself to Superman. He got out? Of course he did. Yeah, of course. Cuts back to her for the "my memory's fine" moment. Damn. That's really gonna suck to the job he's always wanted. He's always wanted to be a cop, bring people to justice, things like that, and he, like, can't do that. He's just in, like, a cesspool of corruption. We had some Hooded Justice stuff in the beginning, right? And I know in the show they very well could have whitewashed him, right? Is it possible that this guy's Hooded Justice? William Reeves. He also mentioned being a strong man in a circus, which could explain the strength to be a superhero. Like Hooded Justice used to be, or whatever. And then that would also explain how he hung Judd up, even though he's over 100 years old. Maybe he still has some of that strength. We saw him stand up out of the wheelchair on his own. But a lot of the time shows like to put two things side by side when you want to make a connection between the two. Oh my god. That's fucked up. That was just him having a memory of what happened in 1921, right? There's no way that was like, and it had color too, whereas everything else is black and white. We know like the past stuff is coming in as color. Pretty sure that's what that was, but that just took me by surprise. Holy shit. Oh jeez. Here we go. Be aware of the Cyclops. So fucked up. Oh wow. This is like almost the exact scenario for Judd. The rope around the neck too from Hooded Justice. And a hood over his head. He tried to do it through being a police officer and couldn't, so he became a vigilante. Jeez, we know he lives, but how does he live? They didn't kill him. They just didn't do it long enough. Did they leave the noose around his neck too? Jesus. Well, man, I can't imagine playing a role like that, right? Like, I know that actor is just playing a role that he got paid for, but good God. Yep. If it wasn't very clear beforehand, I think it's very clear now that he becomes Hooded Justice, and then in the movies they just made him white. Also, is the gay stuff that they're like portraying, is that supposed to be just slander on Hooded Justice's name? Or because we know he has a kid, right? I mean, I guess you could have an actual family. Yep, there it is. I guess you could have a family as like a cover. Man, after everything that just happened this night, he still came here and fought like this? Damn. This is the same damn night. Damn. And so it began. Shit. Is she the baby that was with him by chance? I don't know if this is rude to say, but she looks kind of older. She looks like she'd be older than him, but I could be wrong. Hmm. So now I'm curious, does he keep his job as a police officer, but he just stays out of the way? Keeps his head low? And then just does his hooded justice stuff as a means to get his, I don't know, desired results, I suppose. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Damn. Oh. He puts makeup on so people think he's white. Wow. Oh shit. Wow. Okay, so he didn't get whitewashed. Just people still think that Hooded Justice to this day. The parallel to Angela, who puts black on her face, to her grandfather, who was also a vigilante that put white on his face too. Damn. Hmm. That's like their little password. But they do that in public and stuff too? Or maybe it's just kind of like, hey, we're cool, look at us, with our dumb little thing we put on our forehead because we're racist fucks. Do you think they'd know? Like... Nice. Luckily that hole was big enough for them to just punch through. Oh, yep. Well, nice outfits, buddies. Damn, nice throw! Man, he had no idea how many people were in here either. Like... And maybe he watched long enough to know. I wonder if Judd, like, stemmed from this group, just... They hid themselves a little more. Well, I mean, obviously we know he had the KKK outfit, but... I guess I just wonder if it's, like, this same, like, Cyclops organization and they just stopped using the symbol to hide themselves and everything. So what do you do now? Now that you beat the shit out of a bunch of assholes. Oh shit. Guy shouldn't have yelled. Should go freaking Malta Fred's line of business. Damn. Whoa. A little bit of like CG there, right? But it looks kind of good. Damn. Are we Angela now? Looks like her eyes, right? A little bit of the present bleeding through. Hmm. Oh shit. Oh man, I hope she does come out of this, but it was pretty cool to learn all this. We going back in? Uh... Hmm. Hmm. The new Minutemen. Does that mean there was an old Minutemen before this? Well, it probably wouldn't be called old, but this is called. Hmm. Hmm. Uh. She's against it. Hmm. There's a little bit of sexual tension stuff there, right? So maybe the current video isn't so off. I don't know. Well, I guess the videos weren't off. Nothing wrong with that. That's gotta be even harder to be gay and black in this time, right? Both of those are very frowned upon. They were inspired by Hooded Justice, right? It's just interesting. I guess I wonder how long he's been doing this. Like, because we must have time skipped a bit, right? For long enough for Hooded Justice to appear, and then these guys to mock, or not mock, but mimic the vigilante behavior, and then they formed a group, and then they found Hooded Justice. Yeah. It's like we saw in the video, right? Hmm. She the baby? Yeah. Okay. So she is like 4, 5, 6 years younger than him? Oh shit. Yep. And that's gonna be Angela's dad, right? Or mom. Hmm. So does she know? She knows that he's working with Hooded Justice. Does I mean? I'm sorry, he is Hooded Justice working with the Minutemen. Does she know that they're boinking? The single eye representing his investigation on Cyclops, potentially. They gotta flash it up. Yeah. They don't want to publicly announce the whole what they're into. Trying to market and everything. Damn. Oh, she's super pregnant. Oh, cool transition. Or not even a transition, but I like the whole walking from the window out of sight and then coming back with the baby. Look at the little guy. Gotta be careful the kid doesn't say anything. My dad's hooded justice. It's so cool. Jeez. What the fuck? These cops are big old buttholes, guys. Big old buttholes. Oh. Yep. Yep. They gave us flash warnings. Try to hypnotize people? Mesmerism. Yep. Oh no, don't walk away from her at that point. I know you gotta investigate shit, but... Oh boy. Well... Jeez. Pretty much using him for his Fuck this guy, always showing up out of nowhere. Did the Minutemen just use him for his name to get even more popular? But then when push came to shove, they just didn't want to help. Jesus, I mean, at least that one's a compliment. Oh, shit! Well... I don't feel bad for him. They're definitely doing some meat packing. Sorry. Damn. We're not beating them up this time. Jeez. Oh. That was a cool transition to him having the hood on. Are they testing? Oh. It's like subliminal messaging. This isn't... This isn't... Okay, no, it's just that shitty cop. I was worried it was Captain Metropolis for a second with like the hairstyle. Well, I don't feel bad for these guys. Oh my god. He's gonna burn him. Jeez. Gonna destroy all the projectors too. Yep, just the whole place. Oh, he saved one. Why did he save one? I would not take that off while I'm standing at the scene of the crime. Uh-oh. Oh, the sun is starting to do the same thing. Yep. Yep. Damn. Are they gonna leave him? Shit. What? So, did she learn about what he did just now, like shooting all those people, or is it just the way that he handled his kid? Because I mean, him handling his kid, it wasn't like he was beating him. Like he just like pulled him off to the side and was pulling, like rubbing paint off his face, right? Like, I'm guessing she knows about what he did that night, right? And that's why she's so angry and leaves. Oh, man. This is where we have Judd. Is that what we're about to see? Hits the strips, yep. Oh shit, the Cyclops flashing. Damn. So I theorize that maybe Judd was part of it? Wow, so he learned the whole mesmerism stuff. Huh. Excuse me, sorry about that, guys. Does he... Wow, so he makes him do it to himself. That's how he does it as an old man in a wheelchair. Wow, they leaned right into that. I wonder how you, like... Can you just not watch episodes like this if you're schizophrenic? Or do you just have to, like, as soon as you start seeing the flashing, do you have to, like, close your eyes and just try to wait until it's over? Or maybe you have to watch it with someone to tell you when it's past it? I don't know. It would just stink if you're watching the show and you get 6 episodes in and suddenly you can't watch, like, the episode. I guess I don't know how instant it is. Like, is it if you instantly see the flashing, or is it, like, sustained flashing is what you have to worry about? I'm sure there's varying degrees of wow, I think I might have called it the wrong thing. Did I call it I didn't call it now I keep like for some reason I have like schizophrenia in my mind and it's not that the right word and I think I might have said that before now and it's not the right word. Seizures. What's the light sensitivity called? God damn it. Damn. And that's when Angela was born. Oh shit. Is she back? Oh. How'd she get here? Or is this still Trippy Town? I don't trust anything. Okay, well. Damn. That was a good episode. That's it for episode 6. Alright, so we learned all about Will and what happened from when we met him in the first episode at the attack in 1921, pretty much up until the present. I mean, obviously we time skip some things, but he became a police officer. He couldn't get the justice that he wanted to. He just wanted to be a police officer, serve, and find justice for these crimes because of things that happened in his past, but because of all the racist fucks everywhere, he wasn't able to do so. He was just overlooked and told to just stand aside and stay out of white people's business and all this fucked up shit. So he took justice into his own hands, became Hooded Justice after being, and that's where he got like the outfit and everything. So very, very interesting stuff. Even like the Minutemen seem to have used him. Like it feels like they only took him in to like formed a group with him to be this like celebrity show. You know, they have this whole thing. They're even like making up like supervillain names and stuff, and like they don't care to take on real stuff. They want to do whatever is going to get the media's attention, and I don't know if it's like a plan to get money or whatnot, but we had this whole Cyclops organization that seems to have spanned through generations too, because I mean, it seems like Will was hinting that Judd was a part of that Cyclops thing still by like putting the mark, like, you know, doing the thing with his hand on his forehead and everything. Like, I don't know, it's definitely an interesting thing to like. I wonder if 7th Cavalry has anything to do with that. Like, is that the second coming of the Cyclops organization, or what? Also, we still don't know what Will is up to. Like, there's that whole thing in 3 days, you know, big stuff's gonna happen and Angela's gonna hate me for it. But now that she took the pills, will she hate him for it? I don't know. Will she understand it better? We had the whole thing where I had, you know, I had little minor thoughts that Will could have been Hooded Justice before this episode, right? But mainly because one of the outfits that Will was wearing matched one of the same color scheme as Hooded Justice in the movie, which made me curious on it. I didn't really talk much about that theory because I thought it was like so far-fetched, but then as this episode played out, we saw the Hooded Justice stuff in the beginning, and then we panned to Angela, who saw the whole past of Will, and that's where I started to draw the connections even further, and then the full reveal came and everything. So, but like I said during the reaction, I thought they just like whitewashed him in the movie, you know, but no, he actually painted around his eyes so that way people wouldn't know that he's a black man, because, I mean, that's the sad thing. In that time period, people would probably be more scared of him than they would of the people who are attacking him, right? I could see that happening. So I can kind of understand why he painted his eyes. And there might not have been as much like love for him in the papers and stuff like that. It might have been like a witch hunt if people knew. So almost like how the cops in modern day have to wear masks so that way they aren't targeted by the bad guys. It's almost the same way as him changing what his eye color, or like the skin around his eyes looks like, so that way he doesn't get targeted. It's just like an extra layer behind the mask as well. So I know it's not a big thing. They might have said it before, but I didn't realize that Blake's first name was Lori. I wasn't sure what it was this whole time. I've just been calling her Blake or Agent Blake and whatnot, but she actually said it's Blake, it's Lori, you know, like this episode. So I actually have her full name now. I wrote it down just in case. But man, that moment where they tried to pull her out of that coma and everything too was interesting. But I kind of glad that she managed to get through it all, right? And I really do wonder about Judd. Like, was Judd part of 7th Cavalry? Was he doing racist stuff? Like, even while being mesmered, you know, he was still, like, claiming that he is trying to help them and stuff like that. But I don't know that I truly believe it. You know, he saved the robes and seemed like he was proud of them and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I still think that Judd was bad, but I do wonder, like, what all was he a part of? Like, did he partake in, like, 7th Cavalry stuff and all that? Like, the Senator did say he was one of, like, the top lieutenant guys, right? But that's also coming from a 7th Cavalry member, so I don't know that I trust it all. But I feel like he had no reason to lie in that situation, but especially about someone who's already dead. But, but yeah. Anyway, there was a lot of good, like, editing choices. Like, I like the time passing. I like the black and white for most of the episode, but then some of the other memories that were bleeding through came through in color, and just different stuff like that. I really like the scene where we had June pregnant, and then she walked around the corner, and she had the baby, just, like, showcasing the time passing. I felt like that was a good way to showcase time passing, because I was a little bit confused. I guess the son was a little bit older, right? It was kind of hard to keep track of, like, the time passing. Like, when he went in that building and shot all those people, right? I believe that's what June was so angry about and said, like, and then left with the kid, right? I can't imagine it's because he, like, was taking the Hooded Justice, like, outfit off of the kid. So, but, I mean, I guess that's understandable that she was okay with him being a vigilante going around and beating people up that are doing bad stuff, but this time he just went around and murdered a bunch of people, right? He just snapped and shot them all. It wasn't that he beat them up and got them arrested. There's a big difference. But, I mean, obviously, the thing is back then, nothing probably would have happened to them. Like, for one, they're police officers. Like, half of them were police officers. We've already seen Fred get away with, you know, doing whatever he wants just because he's white in this town and part of this group. So, I don't know. Like, I don't blame him for what he did, but I can understand why June is angry and doesn't want her son to be around him, especially since the son is already starting to put the outfit on and everything, too. And now if it gets out that Hooded Justice is just murking people, then that's gonna be even less of an inspiration for a kid. Like, I want to go murder people too, daddy, you know? Like, it's kind of messed up. So So he lost his family. They moved to Tulsa, said, we don't want to see you again. He wasn't able to see his son maybe at all after that. But now we had that little interruption, right, where Blake was trying to get Cal to like snap Angela out of it. But then we went on a little bit longer and she woke up with Lady True. So like I wonder what happened in between in the real world. Like did Lady True have like a way to handle this, or because Will is family, he was able to, like, blood related, he was able to like sign off as a like what's the word when someone isn't capable, so someone else like signs off for them? Uh I can't think of what the name is, but either way, is that what happened? Is that why? Because I can't imagine Agent Blake would just be like, "All right, let's take her to Lady True," you know? Like I don't think like they would let her out of holding. So how did she get out? How did she get there? I'm still skeptical that she could still be in the coma in the police station, and now she's seeing like different memories from like a more current time period of maybe how Will met Lady True and all that, but I could be completely wrong. And I mean, I think I'm leaning more towards that it is just Angela waking up from the coma, but I'm not letting that realm of possibility, it's not out of the realm of possibility to me that it could still be in the dream sequence, Like, this is one of those situations where it's like, I don't know what's real anymore, so who knows, but yeah. I like that the baby that he saved when they were younger, they grew up together, and it is kind of weird because, like, did he raise her? I guess we don't know how that child life went. I mean, I can't imagine he raised her. Like, some family must have taken them in, right? Or, like, an orphanage or something like that, but they grew up to then fall in love and get married. It's an interesting dynamic to get married to someone you've known like almost your entire life. At that point, from that age, that's pretty much his entire life, and it's her entire life. From she was just a baby, so all she ever knew was him, right? So I mean, she grew up with other people and learned about other people, but it's just interesting to me to like know someone for that long and marry them and all that. So it's just interesting, but yeah, I think that's gonna be it from me. It was a crazy episode. It had a lot of reveals, a lot of information about Hooded Justice and that whole past of Will and all that, and I love having all that come around, but it also didn't lead like too much open to like discussion and everything, so I think I kind of stated everything I wanted to say. So, very cool stuff. I think I hit up all of my notes too, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. This was a Patreon show, meaning you can see the rest of it right now on my Patreon. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, check it out. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen. And I'll see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.